Alright gang, this is March 31, 2020. It's a Tuesday. And little dog status report here. Airedale's, this is Baron, he's got a black collar. He was 3 months in August, so he's getting huge. This is Zeus, he's a foster dog. And he's absolutely wonderful dog. He's waiting for his home. And let's see, where's the guy? Blue collar here is Kaiser. And there's a little Blondie, the little wolf dog. Look at that beautiful day. Middle of nowhere. Look at those mountains, man. It's like living in southern Germany, right in the Alps. Isn't that something? One of the most beautiful places I ever lived, just incredibly fucking backwards. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. I bought this dump for 100 grand. Fantastic view. Anyway, think about this. This COVID-19 bullshit. So Trump fucked the Chinese over with tariffs back in what? December? Something like that, or earlier. They didn't like that. And so surprise, what did they do? They launched this COVID-19 on the United States and the world. Yeah. Well, he'll figure it out soon enough. Because once we get this thing under control, it's going to be really obvious that it was no accident. It was no accident at all. They launched this shit on the world, and now everybody's paying for it. Well, you say, well, why would they sacrifice their own people? Well, it's the Chinese Communist Party. If they can't create jobs for their people cost them money. And who's this coronavirus killing? It's killing seniors and people on pensions for the most part. That's the majority of the people getting killed. So they really don't give a shit if they're killing all their seniors and what have you. If you study the pandemic of 1918, you'll find that that 1918 flu came in 3 waves. I think there's like 8 strains of this COVID-19, but that virus came to the world in 3 waves and killed what Wikipedia says is something like 50 million. Yeah, that's a lot of people to kill. There's some graves over there, my dogs that passed away from old age and cancer. Kind of sad. I really miss Flanders. She was a wonderful dog. So was Rienzi. But anyway, something to think about. Here's the rest of the story, I think. Steve Bannon and Guo Wengui, I can't really pronounce his name. Miles Guo, billionaire from China, exiled in the United States, lives in New York. 2 very sharp guys, especially Miles Guo, both of them just incredibly smart. And they both feel that the Chinese Communist Party may collapse in our lifetime. And I really think that is a very good possibility. I think that's a very real possibility. The reason why is by the time the United States pulls out of China after this mess, after we get back on our feet, we're not going to be making drugs and face masks and A to Z worth of shit in China. Fuck them. They've already showed us who they're all about. So that's what's going to happen. We're going to pull out of there. They can't create 20 million jobs to keep going, and eventually you're going to see an East Germany situation where they can't control the people, and one day the place just collapses. And then the East Bloc countries, like in 1989, 1990, they all just toppled one after another. You can't keep people as prisoners. It just doesn't work. It's easier to just kill them. And but that's what I think. I think that's what's going to happen. And I think that right now we're March 31, 2020. I think we got another wave coming from China. They're going to launch another strain on us. And that's what I think they're going to do. And I think if we're smart, we missile strike that Wuhan biowarfare lab. Just fire a launch on it. I was hoping fat bastard out of North Korea would do it. You know, put him in a corner and see if he'll strike his buddies up north and just take out that lab. Who knows? You never know. That guy's an absolute nutcase, and that's what a nutcase would do. So it's a dog video, and it's my own thoughts on the universe video. Is it the end of time? Is it the third secret of Fatima from the Lords, from the visionaries? Probably not. Probably not. If you study World War II and the Holocaust and all the horror from that time period, we're not even close. The closest thing we got is abortion, people murdering their babies, and that rivals the Holocaust, because people are murdering millions of babies every year. Oh yeah, that's your right to choose, I know. Your right to choose innocent children. Just smoke them. Well, it's evil. It's wrong, it's bad, but whatever, that's my opinion. And that actually is the facts, but you believe what you want, don't matter to me. But look for another strike from China, one way or the other. Look for the United States to pull out of China, because that's coming. We're done with those people, and so is the rest of the world after this. Isn't that amazing how fake news was silent about this when it was in China, in Wuhan, when it just started up? If you wanted to get the real news, you had to go look at Last Messages on YouTube, that channel, Last Messages, to learn anything, because it was basically a media blackout. They didn't want folks knowing about it. They wanted it silent. But so that's what I predict. There's going to be another wave hitting us. If we get 50,000 dead in the United States, we got something to be concerned with. But there it is. My battery's dying. Look for another strike by China. Look for the United States to retaliate. Follow Tom Cotton, Senator Tom Cotton from Arkansas. He is also on YouTube. Very, very bright person. Fantastic guy. Follow him. Follow Steve Bannon. Follow Miles Guo, the billionaire out of China. Those are the sharpest minds we got right now. Anyway, gang, take this shit seriously, man. You could be dead if you don't. This is nothing to mess around with. This shit will kill you dead. It's like a pneumonia, and it's not just a flu. It's an enhanced flu. This bat flu does not just kill people in China on its own just because it came from a bat. It's been enhanced. It's gone into their lab, they've re-engineered it, and they let it loose to create mayhem and murder. That is a fact, Jack. It's not that difficult to enhance the properties of a virus in a lab. Just use some restriction enzymes and do some modifying, add some nucleotides, take some out, and there you go. Enhanced virus, launch it on the world. But don't get scared, gang. Just believe in God and believe in yourself and take care of yourself. And we'll see what happens. And be good dogs and cats, and adopt them out of shelters, and foster them if you can. I don't know where my foster dog went. He's here somewhere. This is some of the excavating they do right here. Just kind of all over the map today. This is what they do. This was a hillside, And this is what Airedales do, they excavate. But anyway, there it is, getting off track. Foster dogs if you can. Spay neuter your pets. Try to be nice to animals. And that's my report for today. I'm sure little Zeus is gonna get adopted fast. He's a fantastic guy. Alright gang, see you next YouTube.